So we are pleased and thankful to be joined by Andy Rocker, lead singer for the group 7 Stories Up. How are you doing this afternoon, Andy?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
We're doing awesome. And I guess first off, for those who really don't know you guys, I mean, you guys are kind of brand new to the scene.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves and also where you guys kind of came up with the name 7 Stories Up.
Well, I have been a worship leader in the Atlanta area for about 6 years now.
Cool.
And recently signed last year with the SR Music Group out in Mesa, Arizona. And they really loved the sound, of my first record, and they really wanted to push it as a band. Mm-hmm. And so that's where 7 Stories Up came from. It actually, we played off the number 7, and we, being that the number 7 is a number of completion in the Bible. So
awesome.
There's just guys that I've been playing with and guys that I've met throughout, the course of doing ministry in Atlanta. And I just started praying for the right guys to take on the road and do camps and stuff with. And some of those guys are still with me from the start, but, some of those guys aren't. So, it kind of comes and goes. 7 Stories Up is more of like a movement, I guess, than a band.
Nice.
So it's just, still the vision that God's given to me for ministry, and reaching out to the next generation of worshipers.
Awesome.
So,
and y'all's new CD that's out is Falling.
Yes.
And what do you want the listeners to take away from the album?
Wow, that's a heavy question. There's a few themes throughout the record. The first is we have to understand that we have to unconditionally surrender our lives to Christ every day. We have to get to a point where the way that we love people, the way that we treat people, the way that we talk to people has got to be influenced by Christ every day. And so the first song is, My King, and it says that to the extreme. It says, I give my life for you, I give my all for you, my world for you. And also, there's hard things that we go through. People struggle with addictions, they struggle with all kinds of things every day. But when we fall into God, that's where we find true rest and true comfort, and that's where we find victory, we find achievement. And then at the end of the record, the song The Refuge just basically says, Jesus is our refuge, Jesus is our hiding place, and He's not going anywhere. So dig deep in Him, set your roots firmly in Him. You can accomplish, anything with Him. So
that's so cool.
Well said. Andy, I got to tell you, the first time I listened to My King, I was blown away, and thanks. I mean, it's so refreshing. And right away, I started sharing it with friends, and they're like, you got to listen to these guys. They're awesome.
Cool.
And one of the things that came up when we talk about artists that aren't as direct with the message in their music,
right,
and we kind of call that fluff.
Yeah.
And so when
Fluff.
Yeah, when I shared your CD, the first thing out of my mouth was, this is a non-fluff artist, and you got to check him out. But
cool. Thank you so much. That's definitely a compliment.
No problem. Now, you guys have kind of been touring, and you guys and you guys are going to, different camps and stuff like that. How has that been so far?
Oh my gosh, it's been incredible. We are really involved with a specific couple of camps called Spring Hill Camp. Mm-hmm. And basically, Spring Hill is a place for the whole family.
Aww.
And we have gotten really involved with doing all 3 of those. We've done a junior high camp, we've done senior high, and we've also done a family camp. And we have seen the Lord do so many things, not only in us, but when we get to spend 3, 4, or 5 days with people, you really see them open up to what the Lord has for them. There's something really special and really awesome about being able to spend time with a group of people. For example, in February we went up there, and there was a bunch of high school kids. There was about 850 or so high school kids.
Wow.
Being able to just be vulnerable to them and to eat with them and to just walk around the camp with them during their free time and have kids come up and ask us questions and just really be real with them. And then, in worship, seeing them get to a point where they are going, I don't care about anything else except for worshiping God, and I'm going 100% all for Him. And it's really cool for us to see kids kind of blossom over the weekend. It's really, really cool.
So if listeners want to go and get to know you guys more, find out more info about y'all, where can they go to?
Well, definitely, our MySpace page is myspace.com/7 Stories Up. Mm-hmm. And I'm on Facebook. They can find me on there. We've got a Facebook page.
Sweet.
So we've kind of covered all our bases.
We just actually started our Facebook page for the station, so we'll probably have to add y'all as a fan, add you guys.
Let's be Facebook friends.
Yay, Facebook friends.
That'd be awesome. Seriously.
Well, stay in touch.
Yes, and
of course.
Andy Rocker, lead singer from 7 Stories Up, thank you so much, and many blessings on everything that you guys do.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me on, guys.